Hey everybody, this is Randall for Flomaton Famous. We've got some extremely cold weather coming, and we're going to show you what we're going to do to get our plants through this cold weather. This one works. Ignore what the other people are telling you. Watch this one. Okay, on the south side of our barn, we use the barn to protect our citrus and our avocados from that north cold wind. Last year we got down to 10 degrees, and doing what we did here, we had citrus that made it through the freeze, we had avocados that made it through the freeze, fruit and plants. We didn't even lose a leaf on our trees. Now I'm going to give you some do's, I'm going to give you some don'ts. Do bring your tree down in canopy to fit the sheet that you have. We went to our local thrift store and we got these for just a few dollars a piece. And we're using like full size and queen size sheets. And we're using a flat sheet. We're not using the one that has the elastic on the corners, the fitted sheet. We're just using regular flat sheets. People will use plastic, they'll use tarps. If you put a tarp or a plastic over this and the sun hits it, you're going to cook your plant and you're going to do a lot of damage to it. Whereas if you put a sheet over it and the sun comes out while you're at work or you're inside, and you're not able to get out and pull the tarp off or the plastic off, the sheet will not burn. We went to our local big box store and we got these rubber totes. I think we paid $10 or $11 for them last year, and we filled them up with water. Now the benefit is you've got black totes that attract the solar energy all day, warms the water up in here, and gives off heat all night. Even when we're getting down to 10 degrees, the amount of heat that is in this volume of water will protect these trees from freezing. Now, if you notice right here, I have these containers as close as I can right against the base. You have what they call a graft union down here. Anything that's below this little knotty area, that's rootstock. That tends to be cold hardy. We don't have a problem with that freezing in the deep south with this rootstock. What happens is anything that's above this graft union, this is your citrus that you bought and you paid for. And if you lose any of this in the freeze, you've lost your tree. You'll get shoots that come back, and a year or two later, like, hey, my citrus made it through the freeze, no problem. And then you'll get these sour oranges that you can't eat, which is the rootstock. So put your container as close as to the tree as you can. Bring your canopy down. And I'm just going to do it for instance. I've got my battery powered trimmers out here because my other trimmers need to be sharpened. We've already had some freezing weather this year. I've not protected these trees other than just putting the water next to it. We've gotten down to 24 degrees, and this is all the damage. So you can see the damage that has happened that is away from the tote, but anything close to the tote, we've had the plants seem to weather it just fine. Now, depending on what sheet you get, you want to bring your canopy down in volume so that you can get that sheet over it. If you were going to prune for shape anyway, right now is the time to do that. If you're afraid that, hey, I've got this big citrus tree, I don't want to trim it all the way down. Well, do you want to trim it down and lose some canopy, or do you want to lose the whole tree? I recommend that you go ahead and bring your canopy way down. And it's been like the last 3 or 4 years, we've had some severe winters here. And typically our winters, 24 degrees is as cold as we get on average. But the last 3 years, we've gotten to 15 degrees and 10 degrees, which would kill a citrus or an avocado or whatever it is that is cold sensitive you're trying to protect. There's not a lot of cold sensitive plants that will survive down to 24 degrees. So I'm just going to finish trimming these up. We'll come back, we'll pick these up later. Go ahead and cut that old dead stuff out of there too. Now this one happens to be Frost. The name is Frost Satsuma tree, just in case you were wondering what it was that we're working on here. So we brought our canopy down. We told you about the battery of information that we've got stored up here and all that volume of water. Next, before we do the sheet, I've got these old party lights, incandescent bulbs, not LED. LED does not give off heat, but these incandescents will give off enough heat that whenever what little bit of heat comes off rises to the top of the sheet and kind of hangs out underneath this canopy down here. That volume of water does the same thing, but that volume of water is really protecting whatever is directly what it's near. So you got citrus that are hanging down, or you want to protect that base. That water's going to do it. Now these lights, they come in all different lengths and sizes. I've seen these at the big box stores. We've ordered them. Best deals be found online. But you see all these lights that we have here? We don't want to put all these lights under just one tree, unless it's the only tree you're trying to protect. Then yes, put them all underneath the one tree. But we have a string of 7 or 8 trees here. So what I do is I kind of stretch them out, and then I just take a loop of lights and just kind of loop them around and get at least 3 or 4, maybe 5, 6 bulbs down in there. And now that little volume of heat's going to come up. We're going to put the sheet over the top of this. We're going to let the wind kind of float the sheet out. Now I didn't bring bricks over here, but what will I do is I will pin the sheet down with bricks. If you've got a little open space kind of breathing under there, don't worry about that. That's fine. You're not going to be able to get this thing airtight. What you want to do is just preserve whatever heat is coming off the ground, off those bulbs, and out of that container, and kind of holding it to the tree. So don't worry about getting it airtight. One thing you do not do, and this is the problem that I see outside of people wrapping it up in plastic or tarps, is they want to lollipop their trees. They want to pull all this in and wrap it around the base of the tree to protect the canopy, and they're leaving the base exposed to weather, and they don't have a tote of water, a bucket, or 5-gallon bucket of work. You don't have to worry about these big totes. All my trees up there have 5-gallon buckets. But back to the point, do not lollipop your trees. Pin them to the ground. Let that heat that's in the earth rise up. Another thing you can do is take water that's not ice cold and saturate the ground, and that will also give off warmth through the night. Now, this is only going to protect you for 2 or 3 days of freezing weather. If you have weeks of temperature, or a week of temperature that doesn't get above freezing and warm these totes back up, this is not for you. This is for us deep south people that are just trying to get through 1-2 days of cold weather, or a night of cold weather where we risk losing our trees. We work all year, 365 days a year, to grow these trees, and we get 4 hours of weather that can cause you to lose your entire tree, and that's frustrating. We're just trying to get you through that little minimum temperature. Pin these to the ground. That's it. Don't worry about stacking it up with hay or any of the other stuff. This little simple method, this will do it. Just a sheet, light bulbs, and if you don't even have to do the light bulbs, but if you get a bucket of water, a 5-gallon bucket, or these larger totes, it'll give off that heat all night long. Some people will get 55-gallon barrels. If you can do a 55-gallon barrel next to this, it'll protect it way better, because it takes a lot of cold weather to freeze a 55-gallon barrel of water. I hope you found this video informative. I hope you put it to use. If this method gets you through the winter, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. If you have bad results, let me know those also. I'd still love to hear from you. All right, guys, remember, keep growing, keep building, and always keep adventuring. Together, we're Flomaton Famous. We'll see you on the next freeze update video.